Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second episode of Meet and Chill with Genius. Yeah, no, we're coming all right, guys. We're coming all right. This is our second episode, and you guys, I just want to tell you something. Yo, during this weekend, my friend and I, we went to this place called Simbos. Not that it's a new place; we've always been there, but it's so sad what business people are doing to each other. Especially those ones who's been in the game for a very long time. Guys, this is so sad. This is so sad. Apparently, this guy, Simbos guy, man, he's new in this whole thing, especially in Sasolburg. So he started doing chisanyama. Actually, no, I don't want to call it chisanyama. Let me call it uh, chicken dust. Yeah. Chicken dust is the relevant word. So this guy creates chicken dust, you know? So he chose specific spots whereby he knows there's traffic, and then he puts people there, and then people's majita start buying chicken there, And apparently this is what happened. So this guy went to the place, the location in Kozamdela, close to the rank, So this guy created he put this container there, and then started, mobilizing people, came checking dust, and then people decided to go there and chill. Like they just chill outside, it's a small onion place, man. It's not even that big. So he buys the chicken there. People come with their brews, with their cooler boxes for free. Then they sit around, And apparently there was business people who were not happy with him doing that, because now he was taking a whole lot of clientele from one spot. There was this place, I don't want to mention them, but then this place, it used to be the only main Dao Kokasi, and people will go there. And now that this guy realized that he's got no competition, and he's the only one who's up there, he started increasing prices. And I want people were now complaining with that guy's beers, it's expensive, and which makes sense because he had no competition, so he could raise prices the way he wants. But then the Simbos came, and when Simbos came, remember, Simbos is not the guy who's actually buying the meat himself. Yes, he might be the owner of the thing, but then he hires Majita Kokasi, who doesn't have jobs. He hires Majita Kokasi in order for them to get spanning and at least to put something on the So this guy who is established and who has that big that is established, for some reason it's like, I don't know, he's connected politically, and he's also connected come upon saying, all of that. Now they're sabotaging this guy, dog. They're sabotaging this guy right, left, and center, because now this place gets filled with people every weekend, dog. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, people go there, park their cars, and then chill on their cars outside, and then they have a good time. And some will go and buy inyama. You understand? So the place is always packed. It's always packed because remember, people buy alcohol from anywhere. They buy alcohol from bottle stores, and then they just go there just to chill. So the numbers at this established place, they were dropping like hell. And then guess what those guys do? He's sending police vans there to intimidate the people. And then, guys, he even went as far as, I don't know how he did it, but he even went that far. Uti, the NBC and whoever, they came to the place, and then not really facts to be still verified, but he went to they had this conversation with him that he was no longer supposed to be closing at 2 o'clock, whatever. He's running a chisanyama now, you must close at 10. And shout out to the people from Sasolburg, though. Shout out to the people from Sasolburg, because you know what they did? After hearing that Simbos is now supposed to be closing at 2 and wada. Guess what? They're not going to this established place anymore. Even though Simbos is closing at 10, they still staying there, though. They're still staying there with their cars, and they are still staying there, even though Simbos is now closed. Because remember, Simbos is trying to run a business. So, when you're running a business, you must abide by the laws, So yeah, Simbos is abiding by the laws, is closing at 10. But the people decided that by themselves, they are not going to be leaving the place. They're not leaving, they're staying there. So shout down to the people of Sasolburg. And yeah. And apparently this story is not, it's not the first time that it happened to an outlet in Sasolburg. It happened to my friend Mzi. Yeah, you know Mzi Chisanyama. Yeah, so Mzi was having this big event. In fact, it was no longer an event anymore. It was now a norm. It was now a norm because uh, he will host people on Friday, Saturday, Sundays. You know, for something for lousy amounts as simple as $20. But then remember, people were no longer going to this established place. They were going to this place now, and they were staying there. And shout out to my friend as well. This past weekend, Sunday, yesterday actually, I went to this place, and yeah, Citizens Day was holding. You know, Citizens Day, guys. You know, if you don't know Citizens Day, please go to Facebook. Yeah, I think it's Citizens Day. Big artist from Sasolburg. Yeah, so shout out to the guy who was hosting. His I think his birthday. It was his birthday celebration at Mzi's place. So Mzi was also packed yesterday. Mzi was also packed, and I love it when there's competition amongst these places, because now competition creates a place whereby it caters now, or it's more focused on customer base than self enrichment. You know, obviously, when you start a business, it's all about you making money. But then when you have competition, it becomes much better, because now you gotta have to improve. You don't have a choice. You gotta have to improve in order to give customers better services. You know, so yeah, shout out to Mz, my friend. What a successful launching again. And yeah, please guys, let's keep on supporting MZ. Let's keep on going to Simbos. And for as long as this guy still refuses to drop his prices, don't go to his place. Boycott him by all means if you can. Don't go to his place. Yeah, I said it. Don't go to his place. Boycott him if you can. Yeah, so that you can't be the one who's making money. You can't be the only person who's making money when there's so many outlets out here. So shout out to you guys who are still supporting Symbols. Shout out to you guys who are still supporting who's this guy? Yeah, Mrs. Chesanyam. And thank you guys again for the guys who are coming to meet Corner. You know, Meet Corner is my place, guys. So you should come by. You should come by. I'll drop the link below. I'll drop the physical address below. And yeah, we got an event coming again on the 4th of April. 4th of April, we're gonna be having an event. It's gonna be a nice one. You guys should pull through, come through. You know, it's an outside vibe. You're gonna be sitting outside, chilled, you know, sunny day. All the details will follow, and the flyer will actually drop later on. But yeah, just now that I got that out of my chest, we can continue to daily topics of the day. Yeah. So then another thing that I wanted to talk about, guys, it's theft when you're studying business. Oh, guys, yo, damn, theft, guys. Yo, I don't know. Since I've opened Mid Corner, those ones who knows they know. I don't know how many times I've got people getting into my place to steal. Yo, guys, is real. And you know what's the worst part? You're not just only dealing with external theft. You're dealing with internal theft and external theft. And when I'm talking about internal theft, I'm talking about your own people who are working at your place stealing stuff from you. Hey, guys, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. You bring in the media in my field. I'll talk about the regular example is meat. You buy a full cow, you slice it out. You know, you do your calculations to say this amount. This cow, it was maybe 250 kg or 300 kg, and a package is supposed to give me this much. You get people going out with scaftins here, and you can't be really searching everybody. So, and remember, it's lessons that you get to learn along the way. It's not something that you're given and it's guaranteed it's going to work. It's something that you learn along the way. But yeah, guys, business theft, it's too much, guys. It's too much. Until you implement the systems, and remember, it's all the things that we are learning along the way. It's not, you know how running a business is difficult and different from textbook. Textbook will tell you of the systems that you must create. Sometimes those textbooks they don't work when it comes into reality, because real life scenarios are not the same. So they don't work. They don't work. You know. So yeah, you're dealing with internal theft, you deal with external theft. External theft is when people come from all this that are about stealing your stuff. They're breaking in, they're stealing. While we were on that about 3 weeks ago, we had someone coming in stealing our laptops, stealing our sound system, stealing. Damn, they're taking us back, though. I don't want to lie, they're taking us back. But yeah, sooner or later, you know how they are, they sleep and we get to catch them. So sooner or later, umuntu wethu will sleep and we'll find them. But however, this thing of theft, guys, it's killing small businesses though. Hey, small businesses are going through a lot, though. They're going through a lot. So that's one of theft. Hey, it's heavy. It's heavy, guys. It's heavy. Because imagine you get to at least, get stock on your 20,000, and then from that 20,000, you're thinking, what, yeah, okay, there's a possibility of maybe getting at another 20, 15, on top of the already 20 that you have. And then someone comes and steal the whole stock worth 20K. Imagine where does that take you, though? It takes you so much. But we know. They say in every company there's theft. And some of you goes to as far as saying that you cannot be working with something without taking a bit of it. It's okay. It's okay. Take a bit of it. But don't take so much that the business cannot sustain itself or can no longer even sustain you. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are getting me. But yeah, people steal so much to an extent whereby the owners at some point are almost forced to close down the business because of theft. So yeah, guys, I'm appealing to you. Where you're working, wherever that's giving you the source of income, that's giving you the source of butter and bread, that's putting butter and bread on your plate. Don't break down, bro. Don't kill it. Don't break it down, because if you break it down, you are the one who's going to suffer again. You are the one who's going to be jobless again. So even if you are stealing, guys, steal. It's okay, steal, but don't kill the business. Don't kill the business, because at the end of the day, it's the one that's feeding you. So yeah, it's difficult, guys. Yeah, these people are stealing. And let me tell you something. Because in my case, these people who are stealing, they don't just steal, guys, they don't just steal equipment that they can sell. They're stealing even food themselves. They're stealing, imagine, chisanyama, you dry meat, and then your place is a chisanyama. You've got dry meat that's left from maybe yesterday, and it's going to be, reworked in the morning, then resold again. These people come and steal that nyama that's dried already. They're not afraid of death. Yes, these guys are not afraid of death. So imagine if you could have some muffin there on the nyama that was previously left from yesterday. Just for them. No, these people will turn one into evil. They'll turn you into an evil, guys. They'll turn you into the straight Satan. Near fuck, man. But it's what we deal with, guys. It's what we deal with. Let me tell you something. It's funny, it's funny how we stealing from our employers, and then we thinking that it doesn't have that much impact on the business. When I used to work at Siriti, I was a boiler maker at Siriti, I think about from 2 years ago. When I used to work at Siriti, there was cable theft. Bear in mind, Siriti, or for those who doesn't know, Siriti, it's a coal mine. We have one here in Val. It's in closer to Denisville. It's in between Three Rivers and Denisville, but most closer to Denisville. So yeah, Siriti is a coal mine. When I was working there used to be so much cable theft to an extent that it almost became a norm. But I don't know, such trial would be stealing cable. And as an employee, you don't see how that affects the operations, You don't see how that affects the bigger pie, which is the whole business in general. You only get to realize that when you're running your own business. Bro, cable theft was just this. They were counting millions of cable theft. And to me, to be honest, I didn't take it that much. But now that I'm running a business, it's sad, guys. It's sad. And I almost closed down the place as well, because I think that at the time, the last time, which was 2 weeks back when they came in, I think that was for the 5th, if not the 6th time, they're stealing our stuff. So at some point I wanted to give up. I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm closing the business. I'm shutting it down. I can't have this. And imagine, when you do that, it's not only you as the owner who suffers. The neighbors who are supporting your business, in fact, not that who are supporting, the neighbors who needs your business for their daily lives. people wants to come and they're tired, they're coming from work, they want to get some meat, fleitinyana, because wow, they can't cook. They can't get that plate anymore. The people who are actually working here, who are making that plate, the people who are getting something from the people who are working from this place. So when you're closing down the business, you are not just only affecting one person, you are affecting a whole lot of people only because of someone theft, in short, theft, only due to theft. So yeah, guys, next time when you see someone bringing something guinea, that you don't know where it's coming from, just do know that the impact that it leaves, it's way beyond though. Like I sweat, I'm sweating when when it comes to this, because damn, it's really affecting me. It's really affecting my business. But then again, thank you again to people like Mzi and some other guys who owns the businesses here. They came after I posted them on socials that they got in and they stole my stuff. And yeah, they put me right, They put me right to say, Ntona, don't close down the business. You are not alone. Because honestly, I was closing down the business. I closed for something like 2-3 days. And when they realized they came and yeah, we had a conversation as to, you're not the only one. They gave me examples. They showed me their losses. Their losses over here were way too heavy, dog. They have big losses. They have big losses because now, this is the other guy of one of the two. He was telling me, he was showing me the things that they stole from him. Solar panels, solar inverters, batteries. Guys, it's a lot. It's a lot. They stole equipment that's worth plus or minus 300 and something thousand. You know, so you can imagine. You can imagine the loss. And one of the guys simply asked me, with him, look at the things that you've lost compared to the things that you have done. Look at the amount that you have lost due to theft and the amount that you have spent building the place. Which one is more? And are you going to throw everything just because they stole maybe 10% of what you've built now? Hey, yeah, it got me thinking, guys. I don't want to lie, it got me thinking. And yeah, I realized that, one of the reasons why I opened up the place, it was for the love I have for it. I opened the place because I loved it. It's everything to me. It's everything because I spent so much money on it. I'm still spending so much money on it. And at the end of the day, I'm following my passion. It's what I love, guys. It's what I love doing. So I can't just close. Because if you close, yeah, like I said, you're killing a whole lot of people. And here's the difficult thing again. There's so many people who are looking at you. In fact, who are looking at you and who are looking up to you. Even though they don't say sometimes. And it's true. That is true, because there's so many people who are looking up to you, even if you don't realize. And when you close down the business simply because of external theft and all of those things, you are indirectly telling them that it's worth giving up. I know you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for yourself, but you are an inspiration in a way to other people. And even though they don't tell you sometimes, or they don't see it, they don't show it, it's true, it's there. And the moment you give up, you're giving them the thing that nothing works, just give up. So to all those business people there who are starting out, who are dealing with theft, internal and external one, just hold on, man. Just hold on. I'll be inviting some of the guys who are going through the most as well. When I say the most, who are going through theft as well, who has built businesses, to come and say, how do you tackle this? How do you go forward when you're still experiencing the losses and all of that? I think it will be a nice, yeah, it will be a nice show on that particular day. So yeah, again, like I said, it's still early days. We're still on the preparations, the planning, and the failing stage, whereby everything. When you start, you're gonna be a kans taker. You're gonna be a kans fat. So yeah, on fat the kans is, because we are not sure of what we are doing. We have never done it before, but yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, guys. Yeah, guys. It's difficult running a business. It's difficult running a business because of such things. And you just gotta pursue, man. You just gotta keep on going, keep on like the way we're doing it now. We are, we still don't know a lot of things about podcasting and stuff, but we are pushing. We are trying every day. We're getting different stuff. We're getting advices. We're watching different podcasts as to what works, what doesn't work. So allow yourself in business as well, Uti. Allow yourself to be a novice, a beginner, a person who's starting out and who's got no clear. And obviously, you won't become a guru in one day. It takes consistency. It takes showing up every day. It takes, and yo, guys, shit, sorry. One of the things that I forgot to mention with regards to the business. Hey, hey, there are dark days, though. Hey, there are dark days. And in business, it's so difficult because your dark days, they seem to be longer than bright days. They seem to be longer than happy days because there's no certainty that most events it's nice. When you're working, it's nice because you know every month and you're expecting a paycheck and then you're gonna get paid. In business, there's no such. There's no such, and the most heartbreaking thing is you don't even know when you are going to make money. You could be broke for 20 days of straight 50 days, non-stop, straight 50 days of being broke. The 51st day, and then you get some money, you're like, yeah. But then you realize after paying everyone, they're in stock, business is not for the faint-hearted, guys. It's not for the faint-hearted. I mean, no, business is something else, guys. So if you want to start a business, if you've already started, it's very gosh. It's very gosh because your broke days, they are going to be longer, especially when you're starting out and you don't know what you're doing. Your broke days are going to be longer because now there's mistakes that you're going to make. There's lessons that you need to pick up along the way. There is just so much, guys. There's just so much, but I'm here for that. I'm here for the people who wants to start the business. I want to unpack everything. I want to unpack everything as to the mistakes that you make along the way, the motivation, and what do you do when the motivation runs out? Because obviously, you won't get motivated every day, but you gotta show up every day, whether you like it or not. Being it that they stole from you or that you lost the money, you gotta show up. You gotta show up. Your doors gotta keep on being opened every single day. Every single day. Where are you heading? Bangladesh or what? You gotta show up. You happy, you sad, you afraid, you gotta show up. Your doors gotta be open. That's consistency. And that's the only way that people are gonna know that Uguti, whenever you go there, doors will always be open. Because trust me, if people come today and your business is open today, tomorrow they come back, it's closed. The following day, they come back, it's open. The following day, it's closed. The following day, it's closed. In a week, it's open about a day or two. There's no stock, there's no that. I understand. I understand that it's frustrating. It's frustrating, guys, when you gotta keep on running when you're not seeing the results, when you're not seeing the money coming in, when you're not seeing cash flow, when you're not seeing traffic, people coming in and out. It's frustrating. It's way too frustrating, but you can't give up. You must always remember what was the reason you started the business. Obviously, the reason why you started the business wasn't just to, hey, it's nice, I've got a business. No. The reason why you started the business in most cases, most of us, we start the business because we want to make money. We want to become our own bosses. We want to control our time. We want to be the ones who are giving the orders. We open up businesses because of lots of different reasons. So when that time comes and it's difficult, at some point you gotta watch podcasts like this or just, I don't know, keep on showing up, guys. You gotta keep on showing up and believing that someday things will work into your favor. And yeah, but that's it, guys. So, one of the things that I wanted to say is in business, there's so many things to learn, though. There's so many things to learn. There's so much information that you gotta grasp, but remember, it's not theoretical things. It's things that you gotta learn with time. It's things that comes with showing up every day, and there's a lot to learn. There are wrong hires, hiring wrong people, because remember, when you started the business, you are everything. You are an accountant, you are an HR, and they say it's so easy. It's so easy for people to sitting from the outside to judge and say you're doing it wrong. So, and I understand. But remember, when you are a boilermaker, for example, all you do is deal with anything. You're working with steel. You've got nothing to do with electricity stuff. You've got nothing to do with HR matters. You've got nothing to do with finances. It's a well structured business. Everybody's doing is playing their role and their part. But in a small business, you are everything. You are the HR yourself because you gotta hire people and fire. You are the minister of finance. You are the finance guy because you gotta pay people. You are the you are an operative guy. You are the operations guy because you need to go into the kitchen and see what they are cooking nice. You know, you are everything. You even go as far as being the operator yourself because you gotta cook sometimes when there's no people or you know. So starting a business is a lot of things. You are a designer, you gotta design the logo, you gotta come with the motivation and the business strategies, what's going to sustain you post starting the business. So you are a lot of things when you're starting the business. You are a lot of things. You are the admin, you are the HR, you are the text, you are everything, though. You're an accountant, you are the CEO. There's just so much. There's just so much. And yeah, there was a clip of Visitor Maker that I saw where he said, uh, in most cases, research says that people who often quit their job goes into business for something like 3 months. And I'm after 3 months, it's either they close down the business and go to the whatever the hell they were doing before the businesses, or they keep on continuing. But 90% of the people after 3 months they quit. They go back to the whatever they've been doing from the onset because they didn't have so much responsibility and that's the only thing they knew. So yeah, it's difficult core business, guys. It's difficult core business. But yeah, we've got your back. We're here for that. When you're going through such challenges, come here. Come here. And please, ladies and gentlemen, if you like whatever the message that we're giving to you, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe on the link. In fact, subscribe on the subscription button below and share our videos so that we can reach more people, so that we can actually be sure that you like our content and we can keep on creating more. So yeah, our podcast time frame will always be, I think, less than 30 minutes for the first few episodes until we get the rhythm, until we can get the equipment. Oh shit! One of the other thing, guys, we were supposed to be having some guy who's gonna co-host the show with us, but hey, our equipment is limited, guys. See, it's only one pot stand, and this is a USB stand, so we still need SLR. We still need a whole of different equipment that needs to be purchased. That needs a lot of money. So yeah, still our early days, guys, and our laptop broke down about 2 days ago. So hey, anybody who knows how to fix laptops, guys, just come through. See, one of my struggles now, it's having to have backup plans and all of that. And yeah, guys, it's still early days and we're still learning. We learn as we go. So yeah, our equipment is limited. Our laptop just broke down, but we will keep on recording. We will keep on recording and making content that suits you best, guys. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for today's episode. I'm sure we've taken almost 30 minutes now, and yeah, we will be recording again on Friday. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of the recording dates, but then yeah, every Wednesday, an episode will be dropping out every Wednesday and Friday. Yes, we'll be dropping 2 episodes weekly. So as long here, me signing out, your boy Genius. Please subscribe. As long here.